Like presidential staff is ready or them drunko. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Na pomboko there.
Boko.
Strangely, she and PLC and some dap no so.
They say PLC, they say Erica can be a no be Rebecca.
You
said almost everything.
And to moon a bag and a phone show.
Oh, so I can
and the
only portion I may better interview, the only portion I may be meaning so can about IMF conditionalities.
One can.
Maybe no. IMPP for one casa and a coffee buy.
The IMF conditionalities count and you do 14.75%.
There be he won't say IMF conditionality into every quarter I see. So I say
yes.
Into so unfair no one can when I'm the better to a man. Every quarter be an issue.
A review.
Yes. But the last 2 quarters 2024 from here be who you know, it wasn't done. It was done but not done properly. Full cost was not passed on. First quarter 2025 it wasn't done
at all.
Maybe it is all kind of me boom. I ignore the others now. I pass it on because of interferences near them. Man passing on a full cost. No, the January 1 wasn't done.
Like you're saying,
when they went for their review meeting in December, no, it was reiterated that there's a need for them to stick to that, if anything, and they didn't. It wasn't done. So what I say.
But we was saying full cost.
The boy in full cost. Me the as a board member, I wanted full cost.
And
free ho.
The full cost would have been say close 26-27%.
Yeah, and came free ho. What I say, na can if.
Ghana for champion.
Oh, say ube the cost of unserved energy, and the cost of say ubenya energy through the grid. We need to look at the two. Niama be bra cost. As I see it, me set the tariffs right. What I say, politics be the past ETS politics be. Remember, so at a point when people for to 20%, that was huge. I created a lot of revenue issues for the utilities. So what am I saying? You know, what I do believe in is a media nanka. But we came to that point, and there was a stalemate. We came to that point, and there was a stalemate. Now, then we adjourned and came back, and eventually we settled on this. So, I believe we said this is 50% of the cost gone down. So the utilities, we will hold the one more accountable. And we should also remember this tariff is not for only ECG. Everybody is mentioning ECG. It is a tariff for transmission, generation, and if anything, distribution, NETCO, ECG, and enclave power. So I believe we say a revenue requirement that has gone into a bad way with a debt overhang of 973 million Ghana cedis. That's a lot. So now we are even going into a September if anything major tariff review. And yet PRC in the Ghana co IMF. PRC is not the one that took Ghana to. Before we could look at the tariff and say that we look at the art of it, and then we leave the science and say that, oh, yes, we anyway. But PRC near their call IMF. IMF will be near their call IMF. Our conditionality that one. It's a conditionality that one. I mean, and you can't, it's a condition precedent, and you cannot just come and say, you have to go through a process. So, a person system will have to go through a process. Maybe a do point to be at no, I can say, oh, okay, my go through process. No. But also, if there is a debt overhang, and your debt in revenue requirement overhang due to the movement in the factors of the tariff, because I always say, the making of tariffs are not categorical; they are contingent. Contingent because it depends on the
situation.
Yes, the IMF as a contingent factor in the interim. Do you get me?
But the point is, key factors between the inflation and exchange rate
a 3 month or
yes.
a 3 month inflation.
And on a to manage.
Yeah, but a 3 month inflation. Do you get me? But you see, this one is even in our incentive to manage if we be unfair and baby. Well, government could have said, so, okay, mafaka, which they used to do. But this time you can't do it because of baby a day akoshe.
973 million.
Yes.
Government bit me akasenka wafa.
Oh, kobetimi afabi. And now we are not you mafa we. It used to happen. But and then don't mean because you're the akoshe baby. And then yeah,
government needs space not to do that.
Yeah, because it don't baby. Yes.
Abada
so don't mean kase meye unyanko beye. Say adesi e wo PRC de bia na ya na even ko for time omu nyina omu time obi aye osemafa kan metua subsidy then subsidy asem bi ani ho.
And mo share nanka banya ya anko befa bi.
Oh, say we ni ho there, why not?
Say na IMF ni ni ho.
The IMF because when you see the key in the day na the ja omu jaye no. Because anki ye nya say nki ye be 7%. So throughout no enka we 27 nki be chiche mu nkete sa till say be the major tariff review. You think here nya match but on your first third and fourth quarter so wo ya de no wo anyi ni nyina ama nansi.
A major tariff review no crab ban. I was say you bohu say betimi akos
automatic. That's why me na me pese ye ni nyina no. Na nka clean slate.
But we don't have it. We are 50% less, more.
Did you
ahead of?
Did you listen to me? I said that is why I wanted everything to go off the books. Do you get me? Some of us,
your books me fine.
Fine.
Okay, the share major tariff.
The share na see ehwe na hu say okra won ne ka obi bia ya de ma on fa ye adwuma ne enko. What am I saying?
That would have been very difficult, so because electricity costs
but the cost of 27. You see, the cost of unserved energy is expensive. Say our juma we na we use generators. How much are you spending on it in relation to this one?
Me say personally.
The cost of unserved energy, as in price and as in circumstance, is expensive. Internet says unserved energy is available. The served energy is not available, and you depend on the other a year. We be use generators, we be use candles. Candles are shinkro fee so many times. Lantern, the fumes that come out of it. Then also the fear of a collapse of the system.
And then beside Mr. Obute say explanation way is not different from yachting in the past.
No.
Now more the tariffs review bar yet say we the alternative and yet the best. It is not. Yeah, we all agree.
I have told you that the factors are not contingent. They are not categorical. They are contingent. So if, for instance, throughout His Excellency Mahama ja 4 CDs, and Anke call ya na 4 CDs. Sanka ye any problem. Anka tariff no a straight line. Kenya de because the key factor that is the forex loss no a drive tariff no to a certain level. Either it drives it down or it drives it low. The generation makes this one. We even looked at only more of gas than at
hydro.
Not hydro. We had, I think, hydro is 67%, and the rest is thermal. But we do look more of gas to bring it down than LCU, liquid fuel. Do you get it? So all these put together, no. I mean, there was a concerted effort to make sure set tariff no form in relation to whatever. So I'm saying itself, even if 2016 we had levelized the tariff was okay to go for a certain time, a little AF here, a little AF there, then the government in power reduced it by 20%. That thing was key. They shouldn't have done it. You see, even if you make a political...
No,
but now you are getting it back. You are getting it back in Sikanes or Modito fuel, Emma IPPC. You are getting about 20% if you compute it into revenue is a lot. Compute it into electricity is a lot. I haven't done the calculation, but it's not small. Even in certain areas, they do not reduce tariffs by 20%. So if you do that, it means that you are affecting the revenue, you are affecting the base of the utility providers. So that was key.
Going forward, the economy.
Erica said it.
Yeah, wait. One thing. economy shares, Excellency the President.
You have asked Eric this question. Why you
No, we're different. We need question.
I know. You can't talk about how the economy
is
running
it and no.
But you shouldn't even go back asking me about it.
No. And yet tariffs no be bizarre.
Okay.
Today we say this time around, where a new government they will place enjoy so much goodwill. And we say use that to the advantage. Na issues of inflation and exchange rate no money ade stabilize so that komu obi make say the next review no you be make the same factors say the be I am
saying that if you understand the factors, the same factors are the same factors. The tariffs, what you used to do the tariffs are the same factors. So I am saying if you have
an improvement in those factors will also help.
That is what if you have a levelized this thing like inflation at maybe 15%, akosra maybe if anything 16, exchange rate or base 5 from 4 point something maybe about 5. But now you have will be already 4.8 to 15, 16. So how in a way crimes also no a factor in ya no more year and a year of 3 months. 3 quarters average. Do you get me? So certainly no. Oh yeah, then January from January to now, the next quarter is April. January no na hwan from December na ade na hwan. So I mean certainly we are saying say the factors that impinges on the tariffs a key. It will always be like that. A headache is caused by so many things, and those near mana ema winya headache na ensesa. What am I saying? Near maybe whole pressure cause you atiminya headache, winya stress atiminya headache. What I say, we me or ya winya headache. These are constant.
But
how can you change the only way you can change this is to move to green transitions, whereby I will go into renewable energies, whereby you are saying, say, I am doing a nationwide off-grid system. And that is what His Excellency Mahama has said concerning a 24-hour economy, that some of the, especially commercial entities, it will be solar, like what we did when he was in power during the load shedding. We gave a lot of solar systems to hairdressers, beauticians, and all those people. So, I mean, it only changes when you diversify your energy sources.
I can pay my car, baby. Abemu to say.
Abemu boko.
Because I over by meaning so to bro for dada. But the name Kumudino.
And Kumudie for no Kumudie when you tree ni can easy.
Especially if you are being fresh.
Oh, they are being so country or but the whole country near. But those that had no sad near my win is one can the bro for my sometimes so one no better so to a faso. It's always better to stick to. I mean, him say a tea for BT. It's in a mixing. Because diversify me mechanic cheesing.
You were done any.
I bet done any. But it's the way in your done any. This particular way in your done any. Diversify in your done any. And I back energy conservation is key. This time that we started looking at. Yes.
Yeah, you soon
basa near crack na ya technology sir. It be senses. Is ya ebeko eastay. So be who say nkofo atoto omo shop mu. A omo kwakodi sa ahwe amenu akwafu ani asantefu omo traders. Omo atoto shop itimi to shop mu ya wada nwumre na kan na asiso. Ebesi so akopem so obeba. It's starting introducing NMBC technologies. Excellency Mahama Debio because these technologies are going to be introduced. Yeah, they be a shop for ya chechi omu sene ya ombe use no. Now census hotels ni na the census actually. And there's some public place, especially Flagstaff house who ura baby a utisi abontin ana edum. Ura mana so. It is there.
Sana was here corner.
Yes, Sana was here corner.
There will be compressive switch
yeah, there be
but motion sensor.
Motion sensor. And also be reduce the cost of electricity. Where we just so ya what they fear that emenda kwesi ada edwada obebe dwuma banada.
Na aboka
egwu echi. because it's so 24/7 but all sense ani bia about 6 ana so ama ewie nyina edum enwumre na asanso saa anti say shops ni ade nyina omuni ho a etimi yes ama omu fie nya so technology be excellence Mahama ye na dwen say obe roll it out na Ghana for so etimi ehu so mfa so na yetimi a conserve yakrakra electricity
aban mu ade
aban mu ye adwuma yes enye desa there be a lot of work so person aban ni koyi because
aban mu de se de mu pebia munya de mu de mu dwon
abi o resetting na ye adwuma enye de opebia na unya
ne de opebia na
debi ne de opebi de opedi aye adwuma de on sabe kan na enye se bibi a wo pedi akobo life enu de ebi ni ho sa
di nyese edese ukoya
debi aye adwuma o you should make sure say wo ye adwuma se ne be ya wo nkoye bibi aye discipline aye work untimi nye de ope untimi nko nante te say first e bia wo ni he boys no once you are in that office
you untimi nye boys
untimi he bia untimi nhihye ntade basabasa bia so sisi hu ye formal owi o colors kresa o hwe untimi nye petri bia ho
and out is your body as presidential staff now
nkamada
no ada na ate
nkamada mi bi nyane me
ene ne nyane o obi ne nyane o say di abani in that moment na ye say
anya me hwe na me ntiase
ye what is your body as presidential staff no na won tiase
na me nima de koreye
za
because another time na nkrofo bebre wo ho na me ntiase because na me nim de ye
juko no ko hu say it say
oya adwuma the amount designation as energy now we me say me in charge of energy and green transitions and that PRC so abeka ho nti me energy adwuma bibi ye energy ne de bebre me ba presidency na me de akire na mahwe na aye kama
nti o ne namsa office to office eno mane ade
there be say ne bibi wo ho na say me free obi ma ne ba ne de discussion na ma free ni pakura ba na ya discussion na me ma continue
utimi dantem
me decide say me dantem kakra
adwuma ntina nantem
there be o say me decide because go we have ne e say 3 months they say they me hu say enche bia no untimi nantem
we man penyi Mahama this time we adwuma yemaka say aben on dwumadie ohwe no so wonya kwan ahia no break akra ohwe this time awaba no edin na hu say
oye adwuma pa o pese ne ma yeyi pese Ghana yeyi so ohwe feed Ghana ye okolonchia but the point is that yen necessary ye man adwuma no ekwa animu onu de wodi ni nhihye betu ho ye ne se ye fa nhihye ne de nante ndu bibiara a wapa o se ye adwuma bia no esese so yire ho na eboa no ma Ghana koyi ye president ni de ono obe de na asembeto but why de adwuma na hye wonsa no esese wo hwe na eyi timi kwa na meka se feed Ghana me pese me yen ayi me yen inantwi na me so me take advantage na me yen fu
because all yen nantwi
it's always my passion yes se me yen nantwi so obehwe a wait say operation feed yourself time and need susu ani say ni enu ye dua ne ma wo ye backyard me kai pass asibi bi papa fie ne ho nsase bebre da ho asase ba ko na ye wonkukubuo ne ayi ye friend say rabbit ne sa ne ma ne dua ayi bayire ti twitwa bayire ni ti ane abonko fie ne de ya kum another yard so ne ye dua buru nti me harvest ye buru ne enne kura ukokuma se ko fie a ayi garden mu bebre ayi no baye bebre tomatoes nyina ififi ofie ho nti no me na papa oyi kuani no oye lawyer oye pharmacist oye politician no san yi kuani no wo fu won kawe a na ekwa afum ho na osidan wo ho a yekwa mekai ebo ampesi ni ade ni atwi nkontomre na yedi because he wanted us to by a friend saying okay say o pese what it is in the rural,
exposed to
to the rural life. And it is even though ne de bia me many wu se meka se me dadaba na me dadaba, but even though ne dada man at the time lawyer, pharmacist, a former minister, current minister, PNDC and all that. And then Baba a PNDC secretary for Ashanti region, mayor for Ashanti region, Kwame Nkrumah minister, PNDC secretary for local governments. I won't pay you for befi. But my father made sure say was you pursue rural life. Into a dear quafu. Now you quite a portion, even if you crano. I die yet done memoir so now they are bon coffee. Na wodo buy
nyina abonko fie da
ama bonko fie
bida
ama bonko fie da
you refu ma na o favorite crop ye den
me de na me pɛ no de na ntosu na efifi wo efom no ba ne san wo kokoo wo fie ho tin papa so wo kokoo afu ntimi na me pai kokoo no me koye afu no msa me pai kokoo no na just my
Dize winya ubeko into farming.
I may say the me am
President Mahama program na oru.
Yeah, me quite before that kwa na my dream wo say me go into farming.
Until this time why were you?
Oh, me comedian nantwie de mbese me yen nantwie pa. Ba na de ebo me hu ni say yesi wan hwa na fulani ni no de adwane ana wanyu papa ama na nhwe so a. Na ye but I'm still thinking say me bom pa ya nya me be you bi ama me a. Oye ni papa obetimi ahwe me nantwie so ama.
Said the wa fast adwin saying the city of the presidency ho other people are almost interest pese almost be fa ekwan so pese
oh by all means me ni obi ankasa ayede and say no achi ya na but me ni be sure say obi ebinum kra wo farms already a omo dua ne me ye no baye me say you so say ni yen nkokọ yen be friend say rabbit yen kokoko nti bronya ne ho ne ni edididi ti bronya ba ni akoyi nkokọ me favorite was say me twa akokọ ni ti me twati na
o favorite say we twa
akokọ ti me hu moja na ne me ni age
za ene ye ene o ti me twa akokọ ti o favorite ni say we twa akokọ ti
so nya me say wa ma me ntwa akokọ ni ti di asem beba
o hu moja na we ni age
hu moja na ne me ni age bisano
and yes and man nyina antisa o when you adin wow
nti nkokọ ne yi free ko yi numa buo numa me na mko yi ba
no agiseka
abele me se kind the night before me se no boss ana me ko
obezo hu moja
nti me se me na me kuno ti me de me nice nice na ma so na taba na ma yere no na ma tutu ne mini num na me de asi so one fancy ya unwuye te so ti me di si ba bia obe kontem
wa see
ti ubu kon na wa hwu di moja no de gu chance mu no obe presa but o presa do nan si ne nan so to prayer ne
I say can you use pa
me say can use it
ajempe me enko other national issues the presidency Bokun sense me say in city
oh boku de we should ask for peace to prevail me ade am why we should mu ni say otumfo ye de na ba matter no nim so nana de nkwaso say oye bibi de ano ye ne kama I believe say he will sort it out but we should let peace prevail.
You say they are annoyed
but we should let peace prevail. I think say whatever the issues are bibi anywhere yentiminka we are say asembia nipa no ne de ka ni nyame so ba mu ana yi nti no eja ma otumfo ne de I believe say ye hwe no ye de mpa bota ne chi na bibia ye kama
say a presidency pa
oh no why na ha no ebe ha Ghana nyina say ha yen why not have presidency sending the president etu otumfo say onye den onko nani but me feel say we should reduce the commentary around it. Yes, you should use the commentary around it. Let there be work, say, it will bring a lasting peace. You should reduce the commentary around it.
The commentary, no,
yeah, commentary can enhance it, you know. I think that the commentary around it should be reduced. Yes, of course, the commentary in the bar is good for your but it's not good for the optics and it's not good for the people of Ghana. But as it is, you say, ya base openyimu die ni mu dia yenhwe de nana beye. Na at the end of the day no, ye nana no se agini tum, ye agini di. Asante kotoko de wo de ade hye yensa ye. Ukuma pema beba. Ye hu konda. Ya kokon a. Nti ye kon ba yi nti ni sisi ano. Nti no, bebi a president de akoto no. Eye kama. Ye ni sorry ni bruni kuntokwa. Ya Jantuah ye sorry ni bruni kuntokwa. That time no bi ani bruni enkunye. Otiazi. Nti ye nim se ni ntokwa siti ni the impact of ntokwa. Na asante man so ye kun. Ye kun a ye wini. Nti otumfo afa we ni de. By all means no, ono nim the tactics of war and how to deal with it. We'll be dealing with it. Amagana nyina afa ntoma pefra.
Babia eko sese na no bi beka se ye kodru IGP kodru ho na nka o hwese nka after kasa no nyina achi bibia beto din na de kopie mu no na enhyeda nyanika. They said okay, His Excellency the President e wo gidie se otumfo de the 9AC mu no.
Say ndi BNC.
Yendi yes.
Dagbon so also ano. Is you see ahemfo ne kasa.
Ahemfo ne kasa.
Yes, ahemfo ne kasa.
Di amanyofo no ntuo mu kreti.
Ti no munya ma ahemfo nkasa. Obi atine language o. Me politician ti me language. What you say? When you politician now we be a won ti me language. So what you say? It's your bad time ti me so me ti bad time language.
What's your bad time language?
Akwale esu aminim say mitimi say either say come dem ana say bia wa say ne ho ana ne tirimu na ye ne de.
Tirimu de sun wo ho. Ekom sun
wo ho. Wa say ne ho so sun wo ho. So that say nti ne me language ni ye me oba me language no. So that say me ti be ma so language. So peduane dia ye aduane ankasa minim. Ye bibi fufura minim. Se hia no ni sika minim. Eno so language wo ho.
Oh za.
Nti ahim.
Be man ni sika ni sun ti say.
Ni sun ye different kura. No obafia kama.
Be man ni sika.
Ni sika. Obafia ntem.
Be man ni sika obafia ntem. Na hojo.
Ahojo kura onu ni asem.
Na ekom de no e.
Ekom de ne dia no amuna na okwa apen now. Na aduane no mu wie osuo so obeka ne kase pi especially onyi akohoma obekwa apenda aduane na mu wie sa no awura kitchen no api just come do didi wie ade aka no nyina sambi nti obia won language
na bema osika won ho susu ti say
they different too
za
and they guys
Gawes ni say
say they o chacha no ho kire
eze kakra won
abesha no ati mu se be ma abam no pija na beti
nti
unika preso
I'm a guest here Nana Yaa Jantuah presidential staffer and board member PURC Achempem o say o share baby a wo say presidential staffer ani adwuma wo ye amamoye a mampanyi ma ahyasie enda so ho magana
ni da so pa obi ba me nchen oye MPP ni onye MPP ni but time MPP ho no ba obeye adwuma osi oduru ho he was shocked.
You were shocked say
apo ye quiet osi utimi hu se bibi ikoso osi was so happy because before no oba kwa ni pegu ho we koba petre ho dede but oduru ho no hu say this is the highest office of the land oh no bi a hye ne ba bidin ye adwuma.
And there's a son was say they didn't
before
because people are working.
Yes, I make a
the okona ho ye din a the ensusan so ofiri so ba na ye hwe ni mana.
Na nka so bi ye adwuma ti wo ye adwuma de say they didn't ho. E bia wo colleague bi no akochia na akora akokochia na wo be chia me a wo se mitisi ade mo kochia ono so obi a hye ne space. Ntu bi bia be yi space na to no aka hello na chese nipa no ko ana we de bibi bra obi a ye busy.
Omampenya so many promises. The obaya washase a wo fulfill yendi. But and that's why man in ya sa overwhelming victory no. Ususu say in 4 years obetimi achieve.
Achieve. Now no dear Ben 1 year 2.5 years who near more ye. You didn't call 9 months, not 6 months or the year campaign 2012 to 2016, 2013. Near my new more year, you just a really thing is as I see a communicating more. They say, well, you my power.
You say, oh, you my power.
Oh, you near my power.
See,
by what you near.
And then,
feed Ghana, ya why you near my baby.
Oh, sir, Penny launch program.
Yes.
Now, obey say you roll out a program.
And I said, Obu Okra won't roll out.
Ochina Hunsu Sanson here.
There be the Bobu roll out, no cry, just a coso. Obu Okra won't roll out or buy a note or no joining home.
How different and away here from.
Wait, the patron and alcofa. How different away here for him? You're free Kakaimu about peace. Yes, every day. Kakaimu. And the Manco. Because you have found common on Kohokura.
Ah, Kakaimu says, Najambo. Okay, you're free Kakaimu. Opposite. Because you have program where says to be paying. And I'm a
patron, yeah, Nubia. And we are different. They're not with the connection. Patron Coho. They said, nay, and common in my day. Into Coffee before Flabbe Femua, not just as a trajectory necessary. Kakaim Renene. Kakaifo.
Kakaimre.
Ah, that's a Kakaimre. If Ghana ya come near Memupa, Kakamo to be for Munai, it will crum her no difference.
And no amo.
Ah, we need Kakamo to be for NPP for Kakamo to be for Modi.
There will be a dick Kakamo to be a nano, national security for ya. A call and I won't for Jofie. And we'll be now over
pushing me. I'm
not pushing you for anything. You want to say, you're Kakai.
Nampassion, national security when NPP time when him this year.
It's almost baby.
Then yes, almost baby. Now, as some more come, madame, for no about your nefe. There was some bisou. So, go Ghana and Nima say, yeah, call a one can say Ghana, you could cane have. How?
Or because of suspected BBA. And also go on, or because of frame and peninsula on your investigation. His Excellency the President, or Editums,
and here who could not now go to Abontin, say me couldn't hear him. And I couldn't call Bow Abontin and Adenam.
The offense idea, not as opposite, at the end of the Crown Embassy.
I am saying investigative bodies, so there was a sound pardon. I won't find Konankan to be a press conference. Do you know the impact of what he has done?
I heard them.
And they took Kwanya, a jingo, maybe I want to kind that. The way Ombe Dosoyen. I am telling you, the way Ombe Doso going forward because of Sadiana Wayen.
And the create them a weird, that's no man and boy.
No crow him for
a weird, down man and boy.
I jingo patch on wine, Baba you a friend say Galamsea. Or baby ja car nesi for plane nesi for 5 days. Why they go game baby krumha? The plane obe jesi for 5 days. Contract by a Nana Yaa. And I am saying the contract a young way them send you on work as some walk.
Was a plane now okay and I dread the plane on the records which is a banner.
And I make us ye na woman told the next day. A see for 5 days. What does it be that? Now, for me, what to be because the emphasis what to be. Do you disgrace your country like this? Oh, Drogana, you not do that.
Into young question said
there's so be uncle watching on call you lucky. So, yeah, Jano, near Bubu or Jay, man and fama. But your me uncle, I say, we are came. I
don't tell. When you're lucky.
Ah, there be no one can't say, we are simply a bitch, my Vujani. I don't people from your memana. Hey, on your memma. Ah, you can see a do comes intimidation. Omo ye ma ohun. Ye ma cry akwaba o. Omo ye mema. Yankopon wo bo ma from the rib of a man. Omo ye mema o.
Ese wunya yanka ebeye achen se de
o. So we ho no ko na wunya boni bia wo be firim. Nti ye ka se kwa na akọ. Because se wunya boni a wo be firim.
This is not more coaching on norms in the charge. So I had me yini.
I am telling you, says me national security in a minimum operation. Said you can cry me minimum experience at me come. Into a see a quack china. I didn't know Jan or friendly party for a day. Ye bet you are now.
Ajembe wo fie na se unya mrante kintina wam kukuratio na omu ehye kaka motobi no mu bowura fie so mu ye national security ombefa wo bedu wo chi no mako
bowura me fie me nua mpacho obi bowura me fie we ebi we na bi nsida mpacho me enko ye enko ye nim omu pese mu gu country we ye nim ase country aya boasi wo fefefa obi ani gimu asese ye ho atoyen tese mu de mu pese ekrom ye din amompe obi amu pese modi atutrasem ne niema emwa egu the image of Ghana ho fi. How can you come out and say Ghana money laundering cocaine? Do you know what we will go through when we travel? You be just so young.
I don't fear no.
Now how say the image of Ghana is at stake?
Then yeah, say I don't fear.
There been some that wo kase a wote wo hu bibi.
Me hu bibi. I don't just obi hu a won't me.
Wo ko hu ne hene. I don't want ntwa photo. Aden wen twa photo ami enhu sa ade nanu nie obi aba be ma tip of na ade nam ote da se abra wa no ama ka intention na ade ko
the tip of no nya
sana me meti yeso nya tip no ade no ko wa nkotwa photo ade no ko hu ade no wen twa photo ameto ho ni enhu se wa twa photo ajingo mi
na mampanyi investigations no amumwa
no ma
ankonkosi
me pa chode na
chesa
da bi na mokoya na mofu say Mahama ye hwan Mahama is president of Ghana. The president of Ghana has the prerequisite to say obekwa akwa ye investigations quiet and silent to ascertain that they are ye kan yampa na ye boa. Or ye president, he has the whole security apparatus in his hands. Ebi krampo ukra jingo ebi awuti ukra ye betimi ayo ho investigations a winim ebi ame Nana Yaa meti betimi ayo ho investigations a minim. He does his things his own way a betimi aboa
said the okan so mo investigation.
Yes, into oye no betimi ayo preliminary investigation.
Omo cooperative with the MP no.
That is what I'm saying. Betimi ayo preliminary investigations no akohu say ade na ye kan korentisa. How can you say ze obi aba beka se cocaine okroma and the whole president will sit down aloof and not do anything?
Same President Commission investigation.
That is what I'm saying. Now, preliminary know who's a BB and I won't continue wasting time when there are more serious issues like Boko waiting for him to resolve.
I jump in. A man penny and Casa statement to put it out.
And I made sure.
Or can say on Tina Hob me and Fagan and because now no ye yachibi. Nti ya chibi no kra kire se e ya de amampanyin hu se e bia be fam wo mem.
I am say bia be fam wo mem on na de be fam. America kure bi fam. Me pa cho ya wo hwe. The we have border security. We are wo DSA border security. It happens by
America kure bi fam.
By ye be chew. Otimaze. Enye bibia omo kan ni nipa mu. Omo put niema in place.
Don't improve your system.
Yes, don't get me wrong. Me say America could be fem. Me say America e be fem, but a put system they don't come. What you seeing and will be crack there's a cocaine hole. But every day at the borders of America there are cocaine for a chill. What Fox News so Mark said there's a cocaine hole and America is a cocaine place. No, but every time be a chill. That is what I'm trying to say. Ye chiwo more borders every time airport. So Venezuela ye chiwo mo Mexico ye chiwo ba menti so bia ba news mu aba because say our countries near a cocaine place. How can you disgrace your own country? O yira deja no ma mi adeja de beto abonting. You don't do that. Ade anyam ensa anyampa. Na de nam. How?
And the lecture said, Mampenny can't say one cooperative with security agencies, no, and nominate, no.
And wait if you're cooperative.
Send yes, Sana Mampenny. It is Sana Mampenny.
I am asking you, say your co.
Sana Mampenny. I am
trying to find you, say, national security for the co ni fear. Your co be born. I am saying national security, they have all manner of you see, we shouldn't trivialize this nation. No. Me go through it. I went through Boko, met my office and me letters yes me report to Biena. Me friend can da pass as yes and was with him. Oba besia me call the way chire hey 18 no. Me call almost in your woman call back. I went through it. I went through interrogation, I went through incarceration, I went to Yoko interrogation.
You're incarcerated.
Please, I beg you.
For how long?
Oh, please.
Maintain though.
What's yanke? Into where anye bibi.
For how long?
I said where you are kind to me in Chasso.
I just want to catch them.
Debbie, here.
What do you say?
Yo, into no, where no, anye bibi as if say a young one, me or by Bessia Crama fem. Ye buy me fear the one for you be and then so you avoid then, Nina local me.
I am Rashid.
Or you must have to know what about and
that privilege.
The patron can be damaged more privilege as a Ghanaian or privilege as a Ghanaian muscle.
But so ya we say Rashid for before I will be invited now over channel baby bizarre our processes
and Rashid and can be the same Rashid or privileges.
No only.
I am saying say Mrashe Bejeni ato abama yen ye to abama.
No correct.
You could deal like moments you
no correct.
My to abama. So you have to dichotomize as so uchemu mienu the privileges and the facts wa can be BSc ehwehwem. I didn't know ko frɛ afan oya akola. Afan your marking we me nti mo ye madam funti asem me nti me nka nipi oya akola. I didn't know ko frɛ afan your marking me go through process me nyo obi amfrɛ no. Man, you be and I went through from ABC at the minute Musa, me cry me, she me cry me, man, one casada. Into why is it you are coffee? I found your markings on my heading. They are no me. But what I found your markings said was good seeing you and dancing in how I bury over Samate. How can you even come on TV media for so mama the audience? So me Google and mass me animal. That is one thing that I never agree to. Ghana a cooking hub, a money laundry. Do you know when you enter
or trace or suspicions of activities of that airplanes?
Suspicions that you have a country, the name of a country to protect. That is what Kwame Nkrumah taught us. You have the name of a country to protect. We need to protect the name of Ghana. Ghana is like our mother. Oma me yaria onko chinase. Oma me yare ne se ni hugu ha wouldn't to makata no. We have a country to protect. Or dream when in the kind of tag or they are 2 years old. That's they say you too quiet. Do you know what will happen? Do you know how it is? Say you decide they were told so now we be too quiet ye do so. And akoko ye bibi ne trust in you. No, you don't do that.
I say me buy mumu be too quiet do so no na.
Me dem me too quiet, but it happens. You'll be shocked so be a mameka. Baby could be cry dream maso. But I'm telling you.
Given Sebia Nanu, you cry 350 million worth of cocaine. Na allegations we have, and you better do so more.
No, I am saying there are things that you don't even talk about. One more example. Say, na America, do you know the cocaine hall, especially sir, on Canada, Mexico border? We name a coso.
A coso hopper.
But meka.
Command.
Ye hojuma. Omo be your operation kura who say you operation.
It is now Zenka Reverend Ma ye a canon to near you operation.
There be said that okay, you find the so cancer. No crofoni dwane. You find the
plain the neck.
It's not 5 days I call him.
As at the time or did to just plain neck.
No call it. And yet omo who omo see ye who adwuma near ma say near dear Felix de Betu. Why do people want to put it on His Excellency Mahama say or you cooking? Or no net.
Oh, before you cooking.
There be some more person we and people for numbers some way. And yet
and before you cooking.
And yet I'm okay. And yet people for.
It will be so you.
Me say nyamo na mo can.
His Excellency the President of Focus.
The most in the time the Ghana has become a cocaine hub. And yet na mo ko ka kire ayifu. Hey. And that's am na again. And people for nyamo na mo de nam. But nobody is going to allow you to do these things to him again. No. Nobody is going to allow anybody. Nobody is going to do that. And someone
but the president himself, a casa or him, Timan I mean, as I see, Yana Penny, a tea, Saku, even can Zabajaku, so there's a man penny find serious.
No, I serious is saying.
And why would anybody even say someone penny?
What fine is serious? I didn't know report. I'm a friend saying international community. When him say papa ni hwehwem, panyin hwehwem, I didn't na mo de call. Come on, dear. then MPP for the core international community. Tell me. So would you tum so hwehwem? Eh? Ti dey
ni ehwe ni mu say findings be ba say bia say.
Say mo si wo hwehwem. Ade na American international community say ni hwehwem no mani nye ho. Papa no kra say e friend so wo mra kra on pese wo beba. Pajo me enka sam fofo na me this it annoys me.
How pa?
No, it annoys me. That's as if it's on pese or egu papa no ho fi. What kind of life is this? From 2012 to 2016. Mo gu papa ho fi sa. You are coming to start it again. Who allow you? Who allow you? If you say this time you be tena ho ama obi anye kra me na I will not allow. We will not allow.
You obi anya you.
Yes.
Nana Yaa Jantuah.
Yes, because enye fe me mpeni pa ye tan ani. Me hwe nyina wo tan obi ani a me mpene. Why?
I said what to who as you say obi be attack mampanyi mama ubeti agina.
Beti agina. Aden.
Was all your appointee.
Me nya appointee asem at the time na me nya appointee no me kwa na me appointee. Please ma monye sa. Eya too much. Those days ni akam nyema hu dien nsem nyema ni bokwa wuntimi nka low shed ni aye no nwran amanfo wure ko kan yes dien ni nyina atwam. We are on a new trajectory, on a new era. Let's all go forward and make sure say your country no. And this is what we have. So when lose your election, you better look after yourself well. Now show how our best party. Who party mu atete apansam. And they say ye china say no adwasa for so omo de aduro kura gu for man so onko nante so. E na ne papa osofo ekobọ mpa ye na ne ho to no. Mun nyina wo ho mo nhwe mo amode kura mo penaku no. Mo ankasa mo nipa mo penaku na mo ye nipa ben. MPP for mo ye nipa ben. Aden. Dasem. Papa ya when the election come and make Ghana ekoso.
Ajemba say MPP for who you e.
Omo nya me omo nya de papa. Omo ya de papa obi a sese omo tue kura no omo ho afunu yen. De omo ye omo afunu.
MPP for ho afunu.
Ewura de omo afunu Ghana for omo ni mana. Ghanaians are no longer interested in omo antics. We are not. All these antics we don't care. What we want is our country to come back to where it was. And then the year and His Excellency Mahama is doing it just right. Enough. Obi a won about what year Juma Matan and this sign and fitri and other say because they say baby ni papa year CPP.
Or time politics now is it time.
And your politics. MPP for the end His Excellency Mahama and your politics. They attack his personality. They attack him. But short time here, let's want to be president that and why in some when you
was the president Akufo-Addo who can reach.
On a cabin.
The president Akufo-Addo is the team.
On one and crop on a catcher no. On one and crop and a catcher no. On one and crop and a born money. On one young country no be as I want to me. Ghana ni be and can't also want to mean your president. On one MPP phone. Ano mo ne e boss no omo ne ka se ontimi nye president da what you say omo ne kan enye emfiri obi aho anado president a ontimi nye no onye obi ne kan yo what you say nye obi ne kan
Nana Yaa Jantuah maami wo ka bibia ye futuo se ye nyina ye momoden na baby ti se boko yenhwe se asomdwie ebeba kama na yentena asomdwiem ewo boko and kasa am se yenyina ye ka bie so but ohwa situation e ho no abu afa ban so ana because boko die because they na work no yenyina emfa emoa because earlier on meti mampanyi audio bi ana waka some years back say NDC were power hojo NDC bar every hope na situation no agensamo and but this time around it appears that baby akudru no ano edem pa uhunu say agensamo e be a politics be awrem and I
didn't Argentina see obi anyi ni nsa na ahemfo ne ahemfo nkasa
agensamo
obi antwe ne ho ne ahemfo ene ahemfo enkasa de nyama otumfo no onye na dwuma ka cho se asante mind de bantokwa yenim se ni yesi ntokwa no so yenim nti ni yenya ma otumfo can do it and do it and do it well so to them meje ahemfo nte politicians kasa so nte ahemfo kasa so no maame wo ho no bo na ni kire wa unim so wo kan asem wo kan kire so maame adamfo bo na ni kire wa wo nte ase cause we need the same level unim no atahemfo ani ahemfo o ti committee no wan kase e friend ne say wo ma wo mo ba be ninkita ho no e CEOs ana politician wo se ohene kese ohene kese si kedwa na nkasa the golden stool of Ashanti etre se okokora mpa etre eko north ho some parts swear to the golden stool brown half ho nyina baby even part of water region konya ho something bi kura ko Burkina Faso fringes into ohene na yede na si ano yo ohene kese ti nya no ni enhwede obetimi ayi
Nana Yaa Jantuah presidential staffer or sign board member PURC and we no aiding komo ya dwundwune Ghana ho kakra brepem panel so betna say na ya dwundwune oman ho ajembe
na de zamo ho atom
galamse nkomo yi asa afede na mfi sen kama mpanyi mama etna adwaso ananka hwo but won galamse said esi koso ena ubenya nipa bi onmo cry o madwin so mu beko demonstration galamse under His Excellency John Dramani
na papa yo ba da ben
aba anje enti galamse no on chance yenko
lebi wo kuna wo ye nema bebe kuro ya say o osobe onu nipa ba kwa ni nsamienu ye na yesu so nsai mu near the extended.
No, there's no nim no case here to aba.
There be no names I say must say no.
Na onim se o man na say.
There be I say papa. Poto no nkasa. But oye was obeye. Agusu awo ye. Aden na mo pese mo pushi ne za. Must say o men tan.
Galam say na ekoso. Na I am share wo. Sena na do breso na ye ka galamse ye ni biri ye galamse sana mampanyi Mahama ba ye nenka de na sabre na ye nyina advocate for senka state of emergency yon fan to nanka areas ye galamse nyina
woni ma de kro ba ko a waka obi adwen ma so ma ye madwen se wo ka sen papa kura muntie excavators unim so se mention edibentia it's evidence anado hye no se mention apart from say betimi aboa no esan e be tu motherboard na de na be hu chassis number ko chassis number na ko DVLA
be hu de ne
dia the man is working the kind of nieme o ne nya ne de anuka boni MPP fu adi no kroma yempese e beka o manka so o munim
o madi boni de amonka o mu adi boni ego ajimpe galamse de na fe de ya yam shishi o
mesi
se de ne yam shishi e dada no ani baby adu
no na fight galamse 2016 2015 yensu na ninti is not the same man
e de ntwen go si dabe
debi eseso o ye ne me bo ye ni nyina in tandem me pacho
ajembi miti
papa no buy kwampone no 120 days na nso yo oye adwuma bebre food sufficiency currency economy niema bebre energy sufficiency niema pi oye the man hasn't got I mean he has or started yen po eni ahe we di ne ham we the MPP for we didn't ham. Oye ni
you almost complaining about galamse me MPP before.
Also then.
We any complaining about galamse
MPP before.
Me yes and training. And I mean we didn't come. Me be so asem say. Yeah, count galamsey asem and not just say MBB.
There been a dear work asem no. Nipa no buy Nana do the first 120 days or ye then. Nipa church me. And they so significant. I be kai.
Menka say onye bibi significant. I'm only asking about.
I am saying
galamsey no kono.
I didn't know fighting it. A minister for a friend is a land and forestry or the Juma bebre a quiet and she bebre took them more they fight Ashanti region. Wow region. Dr. Amakohini. So in Nima warrior. Yes, Ashanti region is one of the key areas that Galamsey hygiene. What in Nima warrior what they fighting? So I say, Intino, obi a yenidi, but there are other things as well. As Galamsey, omu yeni nyina abom enye easy sao because the way Nana do no e baby me ehun ya na nsem ni bo ha na wa yedin baby a yedi country we akosi no even krankofo bonds a bond holders ni ade so ti omuka e fa Ghana fo ho papa yi ye adwuma minister, doctor is so yeah, Juma watch Ashanti region, one idea nijina. One mark caveat is a wintimi and your mining in a forest reserve, wintimi your mining won't soup, Nina, when you will move dilly. I know the Galanty fighting Bino. Yes, an amper says, Excellency Mahama now sorry, no cocoa jina hono fighting. Is it not the same fighter, your regional minister walking? The same fighter. A friend is a lands and forestry, papa. No lands and forestry, and lands and natural resources. Or no so all queen bia. Be patcho me bisau. Bien in I kumbi, who cross a kumbi. Nipa no cry, rastos as I don't no call no suko yin me pin, no so eding. So or kumbi, yes. Because we expose it. The only thing is sending Mahama no make a camera for you. Or not no ye juma. No ye juma. No ye juma. Eventually we will see what work our ye. I be magana fan to my pefra. Okoko fan to ma atitia. Na atitia pansama. We hear a dear ya.
When you juma. No what it him.
No honor is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So okay can see a near. Okrampo she. Becomes seamless. There's a dear ye and what's in a machine that you know can see and whoop want to make friendly. We see we'll take in the time. We see we'll waste time. But by the time I expect a dear ye no be no one who's a one to man. I ye pepe. Who's a Santa my way and the etiquette. The kind of shana my favorite story. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. So they say Alibaba. Yes, ne brother no a friend is saying. Akromfo no dwudwa ne body ne basabasa no okokofa abody ne free sa cave no open sesame no nipa ode koma no se ompempam no oye village ni a otimiki kane mesie opempam ne brother no so well set ye dida ne brother no ye humposi ye dwudwa no ntieno na Excellency Mahama wo ye no adie
Ghana be
aye ye wie tufu se Ghana nyime de me wo hope me mohu se me wo ba bi ne se me mohu ana menim se ebeye Ghana ebeye yi the finance ma pefra yenara ya sasini